Blog Talk Radio.
Always look up, never give up, and you will reach your goals. You're important, you're more than enough. And here she is, your host for Rolling with the Diva, Sabrina Williams. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. How are you? We're live from Las Vegas, Nevada. This is Sabrina Williams. And I am, oh my gosh, it's just such a beautiful day. It's about 100 and something degrees, but it's just awesome and it's perfect here. So today we're going to be talking about something that's dear and near to my heart, and that's about online dating and which I consider online dating, in-person dating, long-distance dating, all on the same level, because you have to do a couple of things to really, really take care of yourself and to really, really make yourself feel important. So today, after we play our song, we're going to talk about some of the steps for literally making yourself important, whether you're doing LDR. So when I say LDR, it's not the Latter-day Saints. It's actually long-distance relationship, online dating, or in-person dating. I'm going to give you guys some tips for that and what to do and how to make yourself feel important and be important, because you need to be a priority, not an option. Okay, so here's our we're going to start off with Joy and God, Help Me to Pray.
Thank you.
All right, Dwayne Gott, that was Help Me to Pray. And sometimes, you know what, prayer is not sometimes, all the time, prayer is an amazing thing, and it helps everybody. I'm doing this show today on just dating. It's not, as I said, you have long-distance relationships, you have online dating, and online dating can turn into a relationship where you meet the person in person, or some people never take it past that. So there's online dating. There's long-distance relationship, which is the same thing as online dating, but to me it's a different avenue because you're dating somebody. You've actually, some people meet them, some people don't. So again, there's online dating, but with long-distance relationships, a lot of people use Skype. Oh, Skype's old. I'm dating myself. Do Messenger. They have a date that they meet, and then they go back and forth. My son and my future daughter-in-law, they're like really a test case who've done really well with that. The purpose of I'm talking about this, whether you're online dating, long-distance relationships, or dating in person, the thing is I'm seeing a lot of people when they're dating people that they are not feeling they need to make themselves a priority, because whether you're in person dating somebody and you always get, oh, I'm busy, or I'm doing this or that, then you're an option, OPTION, option. Why aren't you a priority? Because if they're that busy, then you know what? Why would they take the time to start dating you? So sometimes it's not about busy. It's just that somebody wants somebody to be there for them, which is a convenience. In life, we are just some of us, so not everybody, we want to be a helpful person. We want to be a good person. And we sometimes don't put ourselves first because we're told in society that that's not a good thing. You can't put yourself first. Well, in order to you have to put yourself first, because in a relationship, you have to be able to take care of you first, because you have to be good to yourself in order to be good to others. Not saying you don't care about people or your fellow human being, or if you're married, you have kids, or if you have a husband or a wife, or you're dating somebody. It doesn't mean that you're being selfish. You have to take care of yourself, because if you don't take care of yourself, then what happens is you have an implosion, and that means that literally you implode inside, and you get sad, you get depressed, you can get anxiety, and so on, because the thing is, you're not taking care of yourself. And if you don't take care of yourself first, then other people don't do. So what's the first criteria? What's the number one thing that I'm talking about for dating somebody? Well, first of all, one, you have to put yourself first, and not being a selfish way, but you would say, I am important enough to be in this relationship. I am important enough to be in this relationship. Why is that? Because sometimes we get into relationships thinking that we are here to serve another person. You are, but actually they have to meet your needs too. So you have to remember saying to yourself, I'm important to be in this relationship. Two, have you sat down with the person, and have you set down your expectations of the relationship? Do you know what you can expect from them? Do you know what you want from them? Do you know what you want from yourself? Have you guys done that? It's like a roadmap. I've been telling people lately, dating is really a thing that you have to really, really sit down and say, hey, this is important to me. I'm doing this. And I'm not going to do this. So there you go. So it's that. The second thing, say you are long-distance dating, or you're doing long-distance relationships. This is one of my dating online rules, is no picture means you need to rethink your position. If that person can't give you a picture of themselves, and we're going to talk about that because we know people can give fake pictures and catfishing and scamming. That's a whole other show. But first of all, you need to get a picture of the person. You need to be able to, with that person, you need to be able to go from the picture to a video chat. And again, I haven't had this happen to me yet, though I've had the fake pictures happen a lot of times, and now I've gotten savvy with that, is that they need to go to video chat and phone messenger, where you can actually see the person, see their face. You can look around at their environment. You want to look around at their environment even if you can see them, because their environment's going to tell you about them. If you're talking to a person and they're just sitting in a chair in a plain white room, again, they might be catfishing or something like that. Okay, so just so you know. Another thing, dating, rule number 2. If they only want to talk by text and don't have an end date plan, this would be for the person who is online dating So, and you know what, let's just change this show right now to just the online dating part, because we can talk about in-person relationships later. So let's just switch this to online dating and why you need to be careful and why you need to be mindful of things that happen. If they only want to talk by text and don't have an end date planned for meeting up for a real date, then you need to stop talking to them. And if they tell you, you know what, I've had this happen a lot. Can we FaceTime? Can we video chat? I'll ask them. No, because I'm on an oil rig. Seriously, this is not even a lie. I'm on an oil rig in the middle of Salton Sea or something. I'm making up the sea part, but and I can't. And I don't have. And I said, okay, but you have a phone. Well, my phone doesn't allow for that. Okay, fine. And I won't be back to the USA for 2 or 3 months. Okay, well, fine. Hit me up when you come back, because you know what? Everybody that you run into, if you keep running into that online, you need to understand, and more than likely, even if they say they're a good person and they tell you that, you need to not spend too much time talking to them, because you know what? They get days off. There's ways on those rigs that they can talk, so don't fall for that. Number 3, I don't care if it's Jesus, the Pope, Martha Stewart, Oprah, or Roman Reigns. If you're long distance dating and they are not interested in FaceTime, so I date myself, or other ways to actually see him or her, don't be a numbnut. And I mean that. Don't buy into that. I just said that, but just don't buy into that. And rule number 4, if they're always busy, remind them there are 86,400 seconds and 1,400 minutes in a day. Nobody's not busy. You're not Jesus Christ. You didn't get up on the cross to die for mankind's sins. You're not God who answers people's prayers and is constantly listening. God is never too busy to talk to me, so I expect if you want to date me, you're not. And I'm going to go back to, even though I said this was only for online dating, that part is for everybody. If you're in a relationship with somebody or you're thinking about dating somebody and you guys are just in a get-to-know-me stages, you need to make that really clear up front. You need to say, look, Smokey the Bear, it's just a joke, but look, I expect this. I expect that, yes, you can text me and I can text you, and I understand we're in a generation of texting, but people, when you text, understand that message can get miscommunicated, and a text means something totally different. You can't hear that person smile. You can hear somebody smile on the phone. You can hear their emotions on the phone. Don't fall for that, I'm too busy and I can only text you, okay? Don't get into that. And then if they say, oh, I'm too busy and I can't talk to you Monday through Thursday, but I can I can't talk to you Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and Monday because I'm busy. They could be married. They could be in a relationship. This goes for a man or a woman. And they're not taking you as a priority, okay? So don't get caught up in that. If they can only talk to you Monday through Thursday, more than likely they're in a relationship, okay? Not saying that, okay? I'm not saying it's always true, but just check that. Just be careful. Okay, rule number 5, online dating. Schedule time to talk on the phone, and this should be scheduled time to talk on the phone for you need that time, because when you're in a long distance relationship or you're dating, you need to be able to say, hey, I need time with you. I need to see you. I need to talk to you, because it's just like a regular couple. And even with regular dating, you guys need time to talk. You need time, because if somebody doesn't want to spend time to talk with you and hear about you and you hear about them, then what's the point of dating, okay? Just saying. That's just my take on it. I know a lot of people will be like, oh, my God, that's not true or whatever. Okay, that was rule number 5. Rule number 6, remember, you are enough. You don't jump through hoops for a man or a woman. You be strong, be proud, and be willing to walk away, because you know what? If somebody really wants you, if a man or woman really wants to be in a relationship with you, they're going to break through heaven and hell to get to you. There's nothing that can stop them. So don't be fooled by these Joes and Susies and Marys and Toms, and that's just names I'm using, that you are just telling you, oh, I'm busy, or I got this going on, and, blah, 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 because you know what the end of the day is blah, blah, blah. You don't have to jump through hoops for somebody. And if you have a gut feeling, especially women, we have that gut sense that God gives us that things aren't right. If you have a gut feeling, you need to drop it. You need to talk to the person nicely, and say what your feelings without saying you, but say, I feel this way, this is what I see, and give them an opportunity to explain. But if they blow you off, you need to keep walking. Next rule, and I think this is rule number 6. I I know that we do a lot of online online everything. Everything's purchased online. You can buy a car online. You can buy everything online. But if your person that you're dating, and I'm old-fashioned, and this is for me, when people date me, this is one of the things I tell them that I have an expectation. I expect to get gifts, not cards, not gift cards, but cards. I expect to get flowers, and I expect to get an occasional gift, and it's not my birthday, and vice versa. I will do the same for you. But if I have to ask you for those things, and you tell me we're in a new age and era, I'm going to look at you like you crazy, because I'm going to tell you, I need to feel you care about me without reminding you to tell me that, because a true relationship, love doesn't have to be reminded to say I love you. It's something that somebody's going to do naturally. Whether in your love shows actions. Just saying, oh, every day I love you, but there's no actions behind it, and I have to always remind you that, hey, this is our movie night, or this is our date night, or this is our golf night, etc. I'm not. And I have to remind you about, oh, I would like flowers, or you don't remember my birthday, then you need to probably rethink that. Number 7, establish the mode of communications, and I talked about that up front. And you set your standards and expectations. And I don't care if it's a texting generation. I'm so tired of hearing it's a texting generation. Yeah, that's why people are emotionally have anxiety. They have depression. They have so many other mental health illnesses because of, in my personal opinion, because of the texting generation, and because of people don't want to get on the phone. Because when you're on the phone with somebody, or you're in person with them, you have to hear them. You have to face them. People today want to have a whole relationship and a whole emotional connection with you through an hour of texting, when you could have stopped texting and called me, and we could have had a conversation for less than an hour. I don't care, but don't get into this texting thing with people with that, okay? Know your worth, be you, and you're important. Number 8, actually it's number 9. Enjoy your life. Be you. Live, and don't let him or her control you. Love does not control, threaten, tantrum, or make the other person feel guilty. You be your life. Do your life. It shows your independence, and it also shows that you are not codependent. It's okay to be dependent on a person, but codependent means that you can't do anything, and you need that person's everything. No, you guys can have your separate time. Men or women, it's the same thing. If you need to have separate time in order to go back and fill them up, because you get filled up, and then you can give. You guys should look up the book, The 5 Languages of Love, and I forget who it's by. But that's an excellent book to find out what kind of love handles, what I call, that you have and that your partner might have, so you guys can learn to communicate. And with that, I'm going to talk. Before we go into the next one, let's talk a little bit about communication. Communication is critical. Communication is the key. If you don't feel that you can communicate with somebody that you're dating or going out with, or even in a marriage, then you're not making yourself a priority, okay? How then can you expect them to make you a priority and say that you're an option? Remember, being a priority is not pounding and down and saying, oh, my gosh, you have to literally, I'm the center of your world. No, saying, you know what, I feel I have worth. My self-esteem is good. I feel good about myself, and I want us to feel good together because we're a partnership. Remember, dating, marriage, going out with somebody, at that point in time, it's like a business deal. And I know people don't want to hear that, but it is. And in a business deal, you wouldn't want to lose money or your time or everything you put into it because you didn't put the effort in the other person. So sometimes you have to treat these things like business and like you care about it deeply and you don't want to lose it, okay? Here we go with number 10. When you ask them, this is actually about dating online part. When you have to ask somebody a second time about video chatting, Skyping, or FaceTime, and they say, oh, no, I don't have either, you need to run quickly, and you might need to report and block them, and that's a true story. I've had to do it 5 times, and a lot of times what these guys do for people, I know it seems like we're all over the place, but we're all in one place with this dating. It seems like these people like to impersonate the military, so be careful with that. Rule number 11, look in the mirror. Love the person in the mirror. And I want you to repeat this. This is something you need to repeat all the time. Every day you should be repeating this. And you can add to it, I am enough. I am enough. I am more than enough. I am valuable. I am wanted. I am enough. I am more than enough. I am valuable and wanted. And you should say that 7 times to yourself every day, standing in the mirror. And you should try to do it twice a day. 7 is a number of completion in the Bible. And when you say things to yourself 7 times, and if you're saying that every day, and they say things get in your head after 30 days. If you're saying that every day 7 times for 30 days, you are going to, you literally are going to start feeling that. So I am more than enough. I am more than enough. I'm valuable. I'm loved. I'm wanted. You say that to yourself and look yourself in the mirror. Because remember, if you are not making yourself a priority, how can you expect other people to? Okay? So the other thing is rule number, what is it? I'm sorry. We're on rule number 11, I think it was. Yes, it was. Well, I think that was all I had. Yeah, I'm reading my list through. And I want to read you guys this. Today is the day you make a deliberate choice to walk in your own light, to love you for you. Today is the day you loudly proclaim, I am enough. Today is the day you say, I will be able to identify my life goals and steps to achieve. Today is the day I stop being afraid to live. Okay? How does that all relate to dating, online, long distance, in person, whatever? Because the thing is, you have to feel you're important enough to be in a relationship. Can you grasp that, people? You have to feel that you're important enough to be in a relationship. Today's society is all about the fast pace. Give me this, give me that. But you need to take a breath, and you need to stop and say, what do I want from a relationship? What can I do for this relationship? How do I see it? How do I see the person I'm with or I want to be with? Because you know what? If you're not a priority and you don't feel your priority, believe me, people will not make you a priority on some instances. Some people will, because genuinely people are good people, and they're bad people, but you have to make yourself, because the more you have a positive self-esteem, it'll make you glow with a positive outlook, and it will help the person you're with. So think about that, and you can encourage another person. I'm just saying, making yourself a priority and not an option is a really important thing, an important step in your life. I know it's hard sometimes to do that with everything that's going on. I know sometimes as a Christian, and I'm a Christian, I'm not religious, I'm a Christian because Christianity is not a religion, but you have to make yourself feel important. And I know sometimes as Christians, we'll go to church and say, you have to put others first. Yes, you have to put others first. I believe in this concept called joy, Jesus always in yourself. However, if you're not putting yourself first and taking care of yourself, you can't put anybody first. Yes, God has your back and stuff, and God first in your life before even yourself will help you have that peace. But that's a whole other topic. I'm going to play another song, and then we'll be right back. Lady Princess, take me there.
I go to a parent place, and where I am, there you may be also.
love Lady Princess. Take me there. I love that. All right, so while I was while I was listening, I was actually writing a poem for you guys. I love to write. Music inspires me to write. And it's called I Am. I am my biggest fan. I am more than enough. I am my own cheerleader. I am loved and unique. I am more than enough. I am the light of my own smile. I'm more than enough. I am powerful and blessed. My life is mine. I choose to believe. I am. I am. I am. I am more than enough. You are more than enough. I don't care what anybody tells you, whether you're struggling with anxiety, depression. I know some of you might be suicidal, and please, if you're suicidal, please get to the nearest emergency room, and please let somebody know so they can help you. And please don't take your life, because you're important and loved, and you're wanted. I know you feel like your choices are small, but they're not. There is many choices, and please trust me. If you tell somebody, you will have an army of people that care for you. Sometimes it may just be one, but that's one more army that you didn't have in your corner. So just know that you are an amazing person. I know some of us are struggling with their weight. I struggle with my weight because sometimes I see the women around me, some are smaller, some are bigger, but I sometimes feel like I am stuck in the middle and I don't fit in. But then I realized yesterday when I was having an anxiety attack that I am more than enough. I have to remind myself of my own words. I am unique. I am more than enough. I can use weights and I can use exercise to shape my body the way I am. But right now, at this moment in time, I'm more than enough. So I was able to smile, take a couple of deep breaths, and know that I'm okay. And sometimes you have to do that because sometimes your anxiety will feel like it's engulfing you. It's choking you. And you have to say, hold on, what's really going on at this minute? Because there's always some core factor that's leading you to anxiety. Sometimes you're getting depressed. It could be the people around you. It could be yourself. It could be, you telling yourself things, but don't do that. Know you're more than enough. You have to find ways to tell yourself. I know some of us are dealing with PTSD, and that's a whole nother subject. And some of that trauma came from the military. There's PTSD that comes from sexual abuse, from being human trafficking victims, from sexual abuse, being sex trafficking. So there's so many different things. There's schizophrenia, and your personality can go off into another section, and I know that, and I know you struggle with that. But you know what? You are more than your mental illness. You are more than enough, and embrace it. Talk to people. Be strong. Write about it. Sing about it. Dance about it. Because you know what? You have to find something to help yourself, and go to counseling, and get in groups, and because you know what? You are more than enough. Today was really about dating and feeling important, because sometimes we get into relationships sometime after divorce because we don't want to be lonely, or we get in a relationship that we've been in for a long time and we just don't want to hurt the person's feelings because we want to stay as status quo. It's not about hurting the person's feelings. It's about making things better for yourself and for the person you're with. So nobody's advocating you leave anybody, but you know what? In order to feel important, you need to feel yourself as a priority and not an option. But with that being said, if anybody is in a domestic violence relationship, whether you're a man or woman, because men are abused too, please call 211 in your area. They will give you phone numbers for domestic violence shelters. You can call 311 if you're in Las Vegas, and they can help you there. But you're not alone. You don't have to be victimized anymore. No matter what that person tells you, no matter if they tell you you're going to be lost without them, you'll be a loser. You won't. Your life will be better. But you are valuable and you're important. So please get there. And if you're being abused and beaten down, or literally physically, emotionally, and you're a senior and your children are abusing you, or a senior that's being abused, please call 911 to get these people help. If that's all you do, then do that, because that'll start the process rolling. It's scary in this world, but you know what? There are lots of people who care about you. And Rolling with Diva, Sabrina Williams loves you so much. Please feel free if you ever need anything, or you need a referral, or you just want somebody to talk to. Please email me at cvwtdiva@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram at diva, DIVAY _2. Facebook is Sabrina, in parentheses is Diva Williams, and I'll add you. Life is short. Life is amazing, though. And you know what? You're worth it. This has been Rolling with a Diva. I'm Sabrina Williams, and I'm your host, and I thank you for tuning in and taking your time and taking your valuable time to follow me, to listen to my show, and I appreciate it. And I hope that that some of the things we say will help somebody out there today. We're going to end today with just a short, before we sign off, with just listen.
I hear music and everything. All you have to do is listen in. Joyful sounds are everywhere. All you have to do is close your eyes and listen in to nature's beat. Just listen in to the sound so sweet. Just listen in, listen in. I hear music in the air. Sweet melodies are in the air. Listening to nature's sound. I hear the joyful sounds around.